Hello Capricorn, how are you? Welcome to Spirit in You. My name is Debbie and I'm going to be doing your December reading for you lovely Capricorns. So what I've done is I've set out 8 cards in the form of a timeline running through the beginning to the end of December, or sort of kind of thereabouts, because as you will be very aware, energy is fluid, so it will run through the month the way that it does. But I thought if I just did a timeline, it would kind of give us a grid, you know, and a formula. Also, I just wanted to mention that I'm actually a medium. I am new to YouTube, so if you want to know a little bit more about what I do, when you finish watching this video, you can go to the website Spirit in You and you can book a reading with me and you can see what other services that I offer, which would be lovely if you did that. I'd really appreciate it, and I hope that I get to actually do some work with you and we can have some readings or anything that grabs your attention. Talking about attention, before I turned on the camera and I was meditating and thinking about your energy, particularly that strength that you've got, Capricorn, I was drawn to a crystal that I think really suits you. I haven't long had this big crystal. I'm going to show it you now. Labradorite. I struggle with pronouncing it, but if you have a look at that there, it is extremely beautiful. It's just got so much to offer in the way that it looks, the way that it feels, the way that it squares things up in life. It feels like you. It feels like that, you know, that there's real depth to your character, and there's also a really strong ability to make things happen and to work things out on particularly on a business level, on a material level. You know, the way you see yourself going in life, and what's important to you on that business level and projects that you're working on. And it's just an absolutely beautiful stone, is it not? I've just got to keep showing you just for a while. So I've got some smaller pieces, but this is just for you. And the reason for showing you this is that I work with crystals. I scry with them, so that, you know, just hold them, and then I get messages coming through. The same as these cards. This is important before I turn the camera down and we go through the reading. Because I'm a medium and I'm working with spirit, I get lots of messages when I'm sitting one-to-one with somebody or having a one-to-one reading, because I'm actually connecting and their energies with me. When I'm doing a reading like this, for instance, I'm giving a reading to the masses. So some of it, obviously, for, you know, really relevant reasons, can't resonate with all of you. That just wouldn't be possible. But there will be messages in there. So if we want to do something more in depth, then we're going to have to work together. This is a lovely reading. It just feels right. I haven't looked at the cards yet. What I do is I just shuffle them after I've meditated, and I just put them out and then go straight into the reading with you, because that's how the messages will come through. And I want to talk to you about the fact that I will be telling you how the cards make me feel that's relevant for you, and the kind of conversation that I'm having and the way it's coming through for me. So I should be delivering it via the way, the feeling, the experience that I'm being given. If that makes sense, I hope it does. So that's what I'm going to do. And then when I've gone through the cards, I've also picked an angel card for you as well, because I work with angels. I have my guides around me all the time, particularly an angelic realm. I love that, and I feel that security with them. So I will be showing you the angel card at the end, okay? So I'm going to pull the camera back down now, Capricorn, and we'll go through the reading, and then I'll chat to you at the end, okay? So just bear with me while I do just that, and let's get those cards into focus. You should have them there nicely. So we're starting off the beginning of December with the Ace of Wands there. So if you have a look at this card, I mean, this is a beautiful energy for you. So the Ace of Wands would be kicking off your month very much on this feels quite spiritual to me as well. It feels like a little bit of a helping hand for you. Definitely evolved and involved rather with your work, your goals, your passions, your desires. There's a lot of energy that comes off of this card as well. It can relate to also a relationship, because I do get a sense of a relationship being important to you, one person being particularly important to you. So this card starts you off at the beginning of the month with an extremely positive outlook. It says, look, you know, we've got all this energy, we've got all these goals and this passion and this desire on a material level predominantly that we can kick off the month with, and it's really nice for you. So you get that sense of spirit coming in to help you here, because it often is the case when we get an ace that we've got some divine intervention. So that would mean that you're going into December with a very positive outlook and a really good feeling about your projects, your work, and even a relationship here, because I'm getting a sense of my heart. I'm getting a sense of love as well. And I want to go over to this quartz here and sort of link you two together. So I know that that's relevant. Somebody very important to you. Very important. So let's have that quartz there. So while we're doing the reading, because that feels really nice. And so I'm getting the number 3 and the number 4 for you. So bear that in mind. But I'm getting a real sense of clarity here as well. And I'm also getting a sense of there's a lot of energy. I'm getting a lot of feelings around my tummy as well. So if there's something on your mind, I want you to remember to be a little bit kind to yourself and not let it get to your tummy. So discuss it. Whatever it is that you need to talk about, please make sure that you talk about it so that it doesn't affect your tummy, because that comes in with your tummy here again on the sun that we've got. But when I'm looking at this card now, this is you. This is you coming from your heart. This is you coming from a very good place. There's a lovely feeling with this card, and it feels like, because I'm getting this sense of this love here, this is the sunny side of you showing your strength, your inner strength, showing your strength on a material level as well with your work, but showing that you come from a very heart-centered place. So when you're in a relationship, whether it's at work, a partnership, or whether you're in an actual relationship romantically, you always come from your heart, and you come straight from your heart as well. So there's a loyalty with you. There's a connectedness. With this card here, what it's telling me is that when you're in a relationship and it's the right one, and you've reached a certain level of maturity, then you're not going anywhere, because you like it. You like to kind of shoot straight from the hip. You like straight talk, and you like honesty. So when you've got that relationship, it feels really right for you. So this is beautiful because it is the sun, and the sun's a huge part of life, isn't it? Without the sun, we've got nothing. And so this is you coming from your heart, going into the month feeling really positive, work and material side of things, and love, because I'm being pulled over to love. And these cards are also telling me the same thing now as well. So we've got I think it feels like as that these messages are coming through, there's quite a healthy balance of work and love, which is always really nice to hear, isn't it? So let's pop that down. This is you being very self-assured, because you've got the ace and then you've got the sun, so very sure of yourself. So you should be. Going into approximately the second week or thereabouts, you've got the Daughter of Wands here. This is a lovely card for you as well. And this makes me feel, because I'm getting the number 4 again for you. So could I give you that along with the number 6 that might be relevant somewhere, what you do in your day-to-day routine. But I've got the sense of real success with this card. I feel as if in your relationships you're going to be very successful, because you're a little bit canny, you're a little bit smart, and you're a little bit aware of what's going on. You tend to like to dot the I's and cross the T's and seal things up. If I'm doing something, I'm going to be doing it on a very professional level. So in terms of work and your goals and where you see yourself going, this is very positive for you, because I feel as if you're tying things up, you're tying loose ends up, and you're making things work. You're making them work at work. You're also making them work within your relationship, because there's a sense of fun with this. I want to go dancing with you. That's how it feels. I'd like to go dancing. I'd like to go and see a show. I'd like to do things. I feel you going to a concert as well, some sort of play or a concert, and having a lot of fun, because music is huge to you, particularly as this card makes me feel like I just want to go dancing. So if I can give that to you in that respect. So not only do I want to go dancing, I feel as if I'd like to turn the card round and give you that lovely sign of affinity there, and also to tell you to keep your wits about you and put your glasses on when you need to, and when you're driving particularly, make sure that you've got all-round vision. So message there for somebody, making sure that they do put their glasses on when they're driving. I don't know why that's relevant right now, but it's coming through as just tell them that to put their glasses on and to be mindful of their vision. You do need to have vision just in life anyway, don't you? You need to look at where you're going and plan where you're going. And this tells me that we're having success in our business, and we're having success on a social basis. you know, with love. Also, there could be very well could be a young woman here involved. I've got the sense of, you know, that sort of shaking and moving and rolling and having some fun, and being very grounded, very connected to the earth, and quite spiritual as well. There's a sense of some sort of real spirit coming in here and focusing you down to your feet almost. So I think nature's going to play its part this month for you. You're going to be getting out and about, despite it's December, which, you know, in some parts of the world is wonderful now, and others, you know, we're experiencing snow or rain or whatever it is. You definitely want to be out and about, and you want to be around water as well. You have a great love of water. So talking about water, this is the Daughter of Cups here, so we have a water sign here. I'm feeling a sense of water here in terms of, you know, being on a boat or travelling across water. You know, there's a water feel here. This card, when I'm thinking of you, is giving me the sense of colour, of vibrancy, of being very artistic, being very sweet-natured, and also being very aware of this one person that's important to you. And you know, we go across to the rose quartz again. You know, we sort of want to nestle up here and keep warm and keep cosy and keep the relationship alive. This is where you're going to go dancing, so you're going to have fun with this person. Also, when I look at this card as well, I'm getting a sense of balance. I'm getting the energy flowing very nicely for you in work and in your love life. There's a sense of you caring for what you're doing in your work and caring for the people that are around you, particularly a girl, a young woman that I feel here, and she's very sweet and you want to look after her, and she comes in with a sense of fun. She's artistic, you know, she either paints or she draws or she dances, but she's artistic, and that makes you feel very nice. You like being around her, and your energy for work is very steady. And going into the third week, again, it's only approximate, so we're going through the month. We've got Judgment, and Judgment just makes me want to sing, because I keep being pulled to you going to a concert, going to, you know, there's a band playing, I'm going to a play, there's a musical, I'm just going dancing, and this makes me want to dance. So again, I just have to come over here because that's where they're pulling me. I get a sense as well of big cleansing, because this card would say that. And this card also talks about judgment, in as much as when I'm thinking of this for you, I just want you to be aware of not to feel judged in any way by anybody, because nobody's got that right. And equally, you're not to do any judging yourself unless you are judging a show, a talent show, or you're judging somebody for their work, and it's part of your job to make a judgment, in which case it will be a fair judgment, because you're going to come over. You've got a sense of fairness about you. You do things in a kind nature. You're very astute and aware of what you're doing in terms of your business and your love life. So you're very kind in that respect, and you allow people a certain amount of freedom, but they obviously have to be working within the bounds of responsibility, because you take things extremely seriously and you expect things done properly, and that would apply to your business partnership, your actual work, or your relationship. It's important that there's a level of understanding there, and that everybody knows exactly what they're doing. So you expect that. You offer people an awful lot of respect when you're in the workplace, and you are a very nice leader. You can really adapt to quite a lot of stuff here, and I've got you getting a lovely cleansing here from the spirit world, and that cleansing comes in the form of, you know, making you want to dance, putting the radio on, lots of music around you. So this December feels really lovely for you. It's a good month for you, possibly your birthday coming in at the end of it as well, so it's feeling really nice for you. I want you to enjoy yourself and have a sense of laughter and feel like anything is possible for you, because I get the movement and flying and travelling and moving across the water and across the air. So that's a lovely card for you going into the third week. And then I'm coming over because they're pulling me over to, I've got the Emperor here and the Empress. So both of these, I want to pull them together. I want you two to be together here. So this feels like you and your significant other, or it's the other part of you, your own propensity, as they say. So here you've got the Emperor. And this is you being really, really sure of yourself. Of course, it could mean that you've got an Aries, a fire sign coming in. Could be, it feels like an Aries. There could be an Aries that you're working with, working on a project with, what's coming in, somebody that you know, somebody's going to actually make you feel quite proud of yourself. I'm getting that sense. Somebody that's going to come in and offer quite a bit of energy into a project, energy into something that's going on even in your private life. It might be that, you know, they say, let's go on this adventure, let's plan this weekend away, this holiday, this break. But this person has got a bit of energy. And also this is you standing very tall and very sure of yourself, and you are able to see for miles in terms of the way that you view life, the way you view your relationships. You've learnt a lot along the way, and there's not a lot that fools you. And in terms of your business as well, your material world, you've worked hard and you continue to work hard. So what you've got, you've earned and you deserve. If anybody needs to kick themselves at the bottom, you'll do that for yourself. You're very capable of it. And I get the sense of you're, you know, a bit of a leader here as well. You're able to lead from the front. And I've got that sense here as well with the Ace of Wands. I've got a very self-assured person here. I've got somebody that works hard. I've got you jumping on a tube, you know, and you're going to work and you've got your briefcase or you've jumped into the car. Don't forget to put your glasses on, and off you go, and you're off to work and you're doing a really good job and you're kind of running the show. You could well be the boss here, and it would suit you really well because you are a leader. I get a lovely sense of warmth with you. I just want you to remember that, you know, Christmas is a lovely time of year for friends and for family, or for just for you to relax because you work very hard. So I'm feeling a sense of it is time to have a little bit of relaxation and enjoy the, you know, just into the middle of the month, end of the month rather, when your birthday is coming along, and for you to feel like you could literally celebrate and do this partying and do this dancing and have some fun. I do get the sense of children around you as well at this Christmas time, which is, and I'm getting a sense of quite a few grandchildren, and that being really important because, you know, you don't get to see them as often as you would like. So Christmas is a great time for everybody to get together. So this is feeling lovely. This feels very stable. There's a stable energy with this. Now we're going into the 4th week here. And as you can see now, so there are the 9 of Cups. 9 of Cups is lovely for you because it shows me that how you've started your month here, as you're going around, that things are coming to fruition. So you're feeling good. You're feeling that you've achieved things very much on a business level, material level, and also on a emotional level, because we've got this lovely watery feel here, which we had over here with the Daughter of Cups. So I'm getting a sense of beauty, a sense of fun, a sense of enjoyment, and that sort of, you know, what I wish for, I'm going to get. And also because you've worked hard and you've uncovered things and you've had a good old dig deep at everything, you've got to a position now where you're nicely placed. You're nicely placed financially, and you're nicely placed emotionally. This is why I've got that, you know, 9 makes me feel like that. Also, this could be some of you, you know, you've been studying for a while, you've been working hard on your relationship, and it's all coming together now from your hard work and your level of understanding. The energy is very calm here. There's a sense of peace with this, and even though I want to celebrate, it's lovely to know that I've achieved this level of satisfaction, and that's what that feels like for me. I'm feeling pretty satisfied and happy with everything. That's lovely for you, isn't it? Well done, Capricorn. Have a look here now. We've got the Empress, which mirrors the Emperor. So they kind of go together, and it feels like this with me as well, particularly as they're trees and they're just sort of, you know, looking at each other. One's looking over at the other. I mean, you know, I almost want to move them over. Oh no, I've just moved the cards, but that's okay because we've done them. So with the Empress here, this is lovely. So this is that significant other, or it's the other half of you. It's that feminine side of you, or the masculine that's in touch with the feminine. And also a lovely part of this card as it comes through for you gives me a feeling of you being really in touch with the earth. I mean, so in touch with the earth, you know, going fishing, being on the water, being outside, gardening, growing vegetables, all of this kind of thing, really nurturing feeling with it. You know, the birth of children, particularly you get that with the Empress, that sort of fertility. I'm getting the feeling of Pan coming through. You know, it's the birth of an idea as well. And it's you sitting back in your comfortable chair and looking at what you've achieved and having that knowing that, you know, there's a psychic kind of thing coming through with it as well, because I feel as if I'm the water of the earth. And I know that sounds strange, but there's a depth to me. So emotionally, I feel quite charged here and understand things and want to dance. And I've got this lovely watery feel here. But I'm also very connected to the earth. So I'm grounded, and I just feel, you know, smoky quartz is a lovely stone for you as well, crystal for you, because it's so grounding. And I'm getting that with you. I'm getting this sense of you feeling really good at the end of the month, really quite accomplished in what you've done in your relationships and in your work and in business, if it's a business that you have. But you're certainly leading from the front in that really positive, sort of self-assured way. So I like this card for you. I like that sense of courage, that sense of clarity that you've got, that inner knowing. So as I imagine you, as I'm getting the picture now of you enjoying this really comfortable chair, you know, I've got you sort of with your feet up, just enjoying everything that's around you, looking out of your window, enjoying the countryside, knowing that this house that you've got is, you know, you worked hard for it. This place that you're in now is yours and yours alone. And you will always continue along that line of making sure that, you know, you're stable in that respect. And I've got a real sense of stability because I really want to root you, you know, and the smoky quartz would do that as well, because I'm grounded when I'm thinking of you. And I'm getting a real sense of calm as I do this reading. You know, energies going up through you and energies coming in from the sides, which makes me feel as if you've got all your bases covered. So this is a beautiful card that mirrors the Emperor. So it's part of you, and it's got a really lovely feel to it, really earthy, grounded feel. So I really like this for you, Capricorn. This is a very positive energy of how you start with this Ace of Wands and how you end up with the Empress rather, and they're kind of looking over at each other, you know, in conjunction of this is where we started and this is where we finished, and what goes on in between just lifts you up. You've got this a real sense of I can do this, and actually I've done it. Now what I'm doing is enjoying and reaping the rewards of my hard work. It's really nice, and it would tie in really beautifully with the Angel card, which says blessings of abundance. Look at that, isn't that lovely? And when I look at this card as well, it makes me feel as if when you were young, you had to, you know, you had this sense that you had to look after people. It was always you that would be, you know, maybe you were the eldest sibling, or you were one of the siblings that just kind of took charge. And so I get a sense of that with you. I love the wings here because they protect you. It's like you've got them down at the moment, but you can pull them up and wrap them around you when you need to. You do have a sense of belonging here now, and you've got a sense of, and look at those lovely, the fruit there that just pulls me to that lovely earthy side of you. And the blessings of abundance are this, you know, you've worked for what you've got and you've tried for what you've got, and the people that are in your life and the work that you do and all of that surrounds you are all blessings, and they're all meant for you. And it's lovely to appreciate what you have, and I feel you appreciating that when you sit in this seat that I've got you in now and you look around at what you have. It's lovely to give thanks for what we have and to show gratitude, and you can have that inner knowing, because I get that with the Empress here as being part of your personality, that inner knowing. Again with the Emperor, they tie in really well. And if I brought over the lovely rose quartz to you, that would just show the love that you have inside of you to offer, and the love that people want to give you, and including spirit for that matter as well, because you've always got spirit around you, which is why you get these lovely blessings. So one of the most beautiful things you can do when you wake up every day is just say thank you. You know, thank you for me, because I'm pretty important. Thank you for what I have, and actually thank you for what I'm about to receive, because there's so many blessings in life, and you certainly during the course of December will be realising them. So I'm going to lift the camera up now and have a chat with you. Yes, there you are. Hello, Capricorn. Wasn't that beautiful? A lovely reading for you. So the month is looking really lovely. As I say, you know, we get further into the month, past the sort of, you know, towards the end, the third week or so, and you know, you're going to be rejoicing. Not only is it Christmas, it's your birthday, so very special time. So happy birthday in that respect. I will be seeing you again in January, where we'll do another spread, and we'll see how January opens up for you. It feels really good, and I think you're feeling that you're going to have a lovely rest over the holiday and just kind of count your blessings, as the card says. Look at everything that you've achieved. I'm just going to bring you to this card here, the Sun, because I'm being pulled to say to you, this is you. This is where you come from. You come from your heart. So know that inside your heart here is where you resonate. Know that that's the best place where you can come from as a person, male or female. Always come from your heart, always be you. We wouldn't want you to change, because you're lovely just the way you are. And everybody needs to hear that, and I think you do. So lots of love to you. Thank you very much for listening to me. I would be so pleased if you would like this video, because I'm very new, and if you would subscribe, that would be fantastic. And then have a look at Spirit in You, and if you want to see more of me on a one-to-one basis, then go visit the website. It will be my pleasure. So have a fantastic month. It's certainly looking beautiful for you.